yesterday you said you made corrections. Were they small corrections, or did you see glaring things?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that were, small, but in the big picture, those small things can add up. We thought pad level wise, we played pretty well, but we've got to be more demanding and finishing some things from both sides of the ball.
As far as the offensive line, do you anticipate making any kind of changes? Do you see a need for any kind of change?
I think right now, we like the group that we have, and I think you asked the other day, we're still, it's highly competitive, and Kyle's playing right guard, and so is Graham. Graham's taking some snaps at center. So the rest of it's been pretty much how it is, but it's been really competitive.
Is it important at this point then to keep those guys together and let them grow even if they are making mistakes?
Well, they're not making many mistakes. I mean, that's number one. When you look at the tape, those guys up front did a pretty good job, and so to answer your question, yeah, to have them together would be awesome, Now, you still got to have some contingencies if somebody goes down, somebody goes hurt. Mags is playing a little bit of left tackle at times. I mean, so all those things are still part of it.
So were there holes that the running backs missed? I mean,
I think it's, I'm not going to blame it on running backs. They're believe me, the guys up front, they weren't perfect, but you can't put it all on them.
In terms of the frustration level, with your team, once the second field goal was missed, it seemed like from there was a lot more glaring issues, especially in the second half. Things came up that hadn't earlier in the game. Is there a mental component there?
I think there's always a mental side of a football game and how you go about it. The thing I will tell you is, and this from the players, they felt like they were together and in it the whole time.
Do you anticipate making a change at kicker, or is it Kenny and Matt?
They're competing like heck this week.
With the press coverage issues, is part of it just getting hands on a guy at the line of scrimmage? Was that part of the problem?
Yeah, being more physical there, sliding your feet a little bit more. I mean, again, fundamentally, I think some guys reacted real well. Some guys didn't react as well as you'd like them to. But you've seen them do it, so you've got confidence in them.
Not asking specific injury questions. Peppers, Taylor, Funchess, do you anticipate they'll play?
We're not talking about injuries.
Did Jabril and Raymond practice yesterday?
They were here.
Did they practice?
On the practice
were they
field.
limited or anything at this point?
We're not talking about injuries.
How would you evaluate safety play after 2 games?
I think from that standpoint, I think Wilson's been very solid, very good. I think Jeremy has shown really good signs in there. Delano getting back, again, puts a little more competition up there, and kind of like what Delano's doing.
Brady, after a game like Saturday, can you talk about the challenge of keeping the outside noise on the outside, especially both for you and your staff, and then also the team?
I don't worry about myself or the staff, because people are going to have opinions and think what they want. You're going to have opinions, and that's fine. That's fine. But when your quarterback takes some criticism that might be unjust because of things that transpired, I think that's I guess the way that we are as society now. But at the same time, I don't know if that's called for.
What do you think was unjust about what people are saying about that in terms of the game?
Well, what would you think? He's a kid. He's not a professional athlete.
Okay. But, are there things that people aren't seeing that he did well in that game?
I think there's a lot of things he did well, Mark. I said the other day, he made some really great throws in there. He checked us to the right plays, Was he perfect? No. He wasn't 100%. Do we want to be perfect? Yes.
Was there any progress from the Appalachian State game to that game that we maybe couldn't see?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's our quarterback, Now, he's going to prove it every week. He's proved it how he's come to practice and how he's learned.